News OK's Press Row with the Oklahoman's Barry Tramel and Jenni Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
I'm Barry Tramel, and I have a question concerning the Oklahoma basketball coaching search. Would the Sooners hire a Division II guy?
I think we may get an answer to that question. The Sooners' list of coaching candidates, they keep checking them off, and they're still looking for one. From the Opubco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the Press Row. I'm Jenni Carlson. Press Row is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Barry, Buzz Williams is off the list. Sounds like some other guys are off the list. Division II, I assume you're talking Terry Evans.
The UCO coach, Terry Evans, keeps rising up the list. We know that he's been interviewed by Joe Castiglione this week. I don't think he's at the top of the list. I think that's a Lon Kruger, who's, Las Vegas reports on Wednesday said Kruger is taking his name out of the running. I don't know if that's true or not. I think Bruce Weber of Illinois is still near the top. But I think rising fast is Terry Evans. Terry Evans would be a popular choice. Now, I think there are some concerns. Can the guy coach at the Division I level? He's at Division II UCO, has had great success there, gotten the Broncos to the national tournament, the Elite Eight of Division II. He's also gotten UCO this season within one win of there. But is it too big of a jump from Division II to Big 12? I talked to Terry Evans, and he said not. He said he thinks he coaches one of the top 100 or 120 programs in America if you don't look at divisions. He thinks he can do the job. I think there's some growing support for Terry Evans.
Well, and I think the big question is can he recruit to the Division I level? And we've seen both sides of this before our very eyes. You saw a couple years ago, and obviously it's a different gender, but you look at the women's game, Oklahoma State hired Julie Goodenough from a lower division, and the recruiting was the biggest struggle. I think she was a good coach, but she didn't recruit well enough to that Division I level and then ultimately lost her job. But we've also seen Sherry Cole. She went from the high school level. She'd never recruited a day in her life. She goes to Oklahoma, and she's obviously built a monster of a program. So we have both sides of that coin. I think the bigger question, the X's and O's, I think Terry Evans can definitely do the X's and O's side, but the bigger question to me is can he recruit? And, he's done well at UCO, but will it translate? I don't know.
Well, I actually would sort of take the counter argument. I'm not sure that X's and O's are the ones we know about. I think he probably can recruit. Here's an example that I look at, guy that a lot of us have been talking about, Tad Boyle at Colorado. Tad Boyle went to Colorado this year, did a very good job after several years of building the program at Northern Colorado. Northern Colorado's in the Big Sky Conference. It's Division I, but it's low major. It's not a mid-major, it's low major. It's not that far up the food chain from Division II Central Oklahoma. Northern Colorado, and when Boyle made that jump, he did so seamlessly. So I think the gap is narrowing. I think Terry Evans can make the case that he can run a big-time program. The one thing I would wonder, though, is when he goes against Rick Barnes, when he goes against Bill Self, when he goes against some of the big-time coaches in the game on game day, can he hang with them? That's the part I'm not sure we know.
Well, and it's going to be really interesting to see if Oklahoma gets to the point where it hires Terry Evans, if it offers him this job. If they offer him the job, there's little doubt he'll take it. But think where we've come from. Oklahoma looking at Buzz Williams, very popular candidate, and now they've had to go down the pecking order here a little bit. It seems like to me that Lon Kruger might be a good hire, but I don't know. People may look at that and say, really, this is the best you got? Bruce Weber, obviously Illinois, a pretty high-profile program. They've had their struggles. They were really good when he got there, did really well with Bill Self's players. They haven't quite been as good since then. He might be a guy that people would say, hey, you drew him from a big-time program. I actually think Terry Evans may be down the pecking order for Oklahoma, but in terms of Sooner fans, I think there may be as much excitement about hiring him as any of those two other guys. Obviously, when you're talking about anybody not named Buzz Williams, Barry, people are going to be disappointed that Oklahoma didn't get that guy. Terry Evans might be a guy that could actually soothe some of that hurt that they got from maybe not getting Buzz Williams. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.